Hurriyat Conference's pro-Pakistan Geelani faction has decided to boycott the Eid Milan program to be hosted by the Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi. Earlier, Pak Envoy Abdul Basit had invited the Geelani faction for the function. On the other hand, Hurriyat Mirwai's faction is likely to attend this Eid Milan program. There seems to be a minor rift between the two factions of the Hurriyat. We're being told that the Geelani faction is likely to give a skip to the Eid Milan program to be hosted by the Pakistan High Commission. Let's get a word from our Deputy Editor Smita Sharma, who's with us live in the National Capital. Also with us, Syed Haq from Srinagar. I want to come to you first. Smita, what do you make of this?
Well, clearly two things, as far as that rift is concerned, I just spoke to Mirwais Umar Farooq a short time ago. Simi, he seems to suggest that in a day or two they will take a final call as far as this decision, but clearly India and Pakistan must discuss Kashmir with stakeholders is his stand. And as far as sources in Pakistan, the High Commission are concerned, it's not been conveyed to them officially. Mr. Geelani's men, his of course his people who are close to him, they seem to suggest that we have of course mentioned it to media and it will be conveyed to the Pakistan High Commission shortly. But the High Commission sources also saying that this goes on to in fact add to the fact that Pakistan has gone an extra mile and take it, it really took that big risk by allowing the absence or the word Kashmir to be really missing in that joint statement that was issued in India and Pakistan. And it is now really up to India in a way to cut some slack for Nawaz Sharif, who went back home and who drew much flack of course for the K word missing. And we saw Sartaj Aziz, his advisor on foreign affairs, trying to do some damage control and management with all those fresh statements on Kashmir. Simi?
Right, let's also get in a word from Syed Haq, who's with us live from Srinagar. Shuja, there are obvious differences between these two factions of the Hurriyat, but what we're seeing right now is the Geelani faction making its displeasure known to the Pak embassy as well.
Well, that's right, Simi. In fact, let me point out that this is perhaps historic. We haven't heard that a separatist party has declined an invitation sent across by Pakistan High Commission ever before, not at least in my lifetime. So this is something that has come as a surprise to most of the people who are hearing this news. As far as the party is concerned, they made it very clear. I spoke to them. They said they are boycotting this event, and the reason is out and open. They want to send across a message to both Pakistan as well as India that leaving Kashmir out of the meeting or this joint statement that was issued in Ufa in Russia is something that hasn't gone down well with the leadership here, particularly separatist leadership. It is very categorically said in the statement that Kashmir cannot be forgotten. It is people of Kashmir are a party to this entire dispute. That's how the statement reads, and they want to make it very, very clear to Pakistan as well that if they leave Kashmir from any sort of a dialogue process with India, they will definitely not find Kashmiri separatist leaders on board with that. So this is in a sense historic that a separatist party has decided to skip an event, in fact very categorically boycott an event which is organized by Pakistan in New Delhi.
So Shuja, you're basically telling us this is the first time in the 25 to 30 years that a Hurriyat faction has declined an offer, invite for a meet by the Pakistan embassy. Let's also get a word from Naeem Khan, Hurriyat leader, who's with us on the phone line. Naeem Khan, what more can you tell us about the Geelani faction of the Hurriyat deciding to decline an Eid Milan invite by the Pak embassy?
Though I don't know the nitty-gritties of the statement because I have been put under house arrest, but basically Kashmiris we want the final settlement of the dispute. If it's a good omen if India and Pakistan meet somewhere, but it should not be the talk for the sake of talking only. Basically, India and Pakistan, they cannot shed away Kashmir issue. First, they should talk about this long pending dispute, which is the basic bone of contention between India and Pakistan, and in which more than 100,000 lives of Kashmiris have been killed. So how can India and Pakistan say that we are building bridges and we can move forward without resolving the long-pending...
Right, but Naeem Khan, what's happening here is that Hurriyat leaders are sending out mixed signals. There is one faction of the Hurriyat which will still go ahead and attend that meeting in Delhi.
No, I don't think whether it's Mirwai's faction or Geelani's faction or other freedom resistance groups. It's everybody is saying that without resolving Kashmir issue, India and Pakistan cannot move ahead. So for the lasting peace in the South Asia, it's imperative that India and Pakistan should come to the table with the the resistance leadership and resolve this long-pending dispute. So there is no group is saying that
But
India and Pakistan
we're being
can move
told,
without
Mr. Khan, we're
Kashmir
being
issue.
told that the Mirwais faction is likely to attend this Eid Milan program, which is being hosted by the Pak High Commission in New Delhi.
As I earlier said, that I don't know the nitty-gritties because I am under house arrest. But the basic thing is same. All the resistance groups are saying that we are not against the meeting of India and Pakistani Prime Ministers. Basically, we are definitely annoyed that there is no mention of Kashmir in the joint statement. That's why we are saying that Pakistan and India, they should first address this long-pending dispute. So they cannot move ahead without resolving the Kashmir dispute. So about this meeting in Delhi, Eid Milan function, I don't know who is going and who is not going, but basically there is one line which is everybody is saying that we want Kashmir to be resolved for the long pen. Yes.
All right, Naeem Khan, thanks so much for speaking to India today. As Shujal Haq, our correspondent, pointed out, this is historic in a sense. This is for the first time in 25 to 30 years that a faction of the Hurriyat is turning down an invite by the Pak High Commission in New Delhi. Thanks so much, Smita and Shuja, for putting these developments in perspective for us.